In any film production, a lot of things take place. Some people leave, others come in, and even some productions get canceled. Stranger Things team is no different. Well, here are some of the crazy things that happened during Stranger Things filming. Subscribe to Riveted for all things Stranger Things. Harassing the crew. Crew member Peyton Brown wrote on social media that she left the production because the Duffers created hostile working conditions, saying she witnessed numerous occasions of harassment. On her Instagram page, she wrote, "I personally witnessed 2 men in high positions of power on that set seek out and verbally abused multiple women." Whoa! The show creators responded with a statement denying the severity of her allegations. They wrote, "We are deeply upset to learn that someone felt uncomfortable on our set. Due to the high-stress nature of production, tempers occasionally get frayed, and for that, we apologize. However, we think it is important not to mischaracterize our set, where we believe strongly in treating everyone fairly regardless of gender, orientation, race, religion, or anything else. We remain totally committed to providing a safe and collaborative working environment for everyone on our productions." Well, we doubt that someone would just make that up, but we sure hope it will never come up again. Forcing a minor to kiss. Producers worked a kissing scene into the scripts for one of the young actors, and they joked about forcing her to do it because she had never kissed someone before. Didn't go very well. The person in question is Sadie Sink, who kissed Lucas, played by Caleb McLaughlin. On the Netflix After Show, she made a remark that she was nervous because it wasn't in the script, and Ross Duffer said later that they only joked about it and made her do it after she got so freaked out while filming. Sink later adjusted her characterization of the kiss in an interview with The Wrap, but when pressed on whether her response was coached, a publicist intervened and the controversy soon died out. What really happened? Everything is the 80s. From the location to the rotary telephones, the shape of the Burger King logo, and so much more. It seems like Stranger Things producers had a whole team of people on staff whose job was to collect 80s mementos and see to it that everything is as close to the 80s as possible. Millie Bobby Brown, during an interview with Teen Vogue, said that they lived in the 80s on a set and that the underwear they were given were tighty whities. Although one may think that the production might be going a little overboard, this is a great show and illustration of true commitment to detail. Actors losing their voices. Stranger Things being set in a world full of terror and the scariest monsters, there are always instances that one is caught off their guard, and an instant impulse from them comes in different dimensions. Most people react by screaming, so when your daily job is full of screaming, you are bound to lose your voice on many occasions. One victim of this is Millie Bobby Brown. She is on record saying she lost her voice more than 4 times throughout the 8-month filming. Whenever she would be needed for filming, she thought it would most probably be about screaming. She must have been re-recording her lines after her voice recovered, which is a bit strenuous. Who has farted? Since Stranger Things has kids and we know kids think that farting is hilarious, this is bound to happen on many occasions. In an article for Entertainment Weekly, the Duffer brothers, Matt and Ross, revealed that when they were shooting a scene in the abandoned bus, one of the male actors farted more than once in the bus. The victim could not stop, and before long it became so toxic in the bus that the crew had to evacuate temporarily. This situation frustrated Millie Bobby Brown that she almost avoided them. David Harbour, who plays Hopper in the series, also spoke about it in a Reddit discussion. He said that the kids would fart during takes. He referred to them as little human beings with important big jobs, which included farting during takes. The identity of the person who kept farting in the bus has, however, not been revealed. Will's dead body. Working with kids is enjoyable until you get to a point that they have to shoot critical scenes. There are so many reservations for the protection of the kids. In the first season of Stranger Things, there was a scene that required a body that would resemble Will's dead body that was supposed to act as his when the characters find it in a quarry. It required the body to float around in icy cold water at around 3 a.m. This would be bad for a kid, as we all know, so the showrunners wanted to use a dummy. But there was one big problem. It would not look real enough, so they looked for and found a stand-in to take over the role. A stunt woman was asked to go into the icy water to look more convincing, and it was not a young woman either. It was a 30-year-old woman who was even dressed in Will's short hair wig and costume. I'm sure not many people noticed that. Pranking Noah Schnapp's mom. Part of the plot of Season 1 of Stranger Things involved a lot of lookalikes such as Will's dead body. Although they didn't use it, the dummy used to portray Will's lifeless body looked very much like Will's body. Apparently, the producers and directors had no chills when it came to Will's parents. Matt and Ross Duffer recalled a moment when they had to get a dead body of Noah Schnapp. In a statement, they said, "If you have a dark side like we do, you'd find this experience as creepy and fun." Although some people found this a bit unethical, the Duffer brothers were not shy to say what had happened. They took Noah's mom aside, told her they had something to show her, and then led her to a dark closet where they had prepared a frighteningly realistic corpse of her son. She was startled, of course, although she loved the surprise later after the shock. It felt like the Duffer brothers had crossed the line, but luckily, Noah's mom got over the shock and went as far as taking selfies with Will's fake corpse. Quite creepy of you, Mom. Yikes. Cast fights. We all know or remember the feud between Eleven and Hopper. Apparently the two took their fight off the cameras too. In the film, every fan took sides when it came to the fight between Eleven and Hopper, with some believing that Hopper was not wrong, while others, especially the kids, thought that Hopper was such a jerk. Millie Bobby Brown, according to Refinery29, told a crowd during a Stranger Things panel at Paley Fest back in 2018 that a relationship off the cameras with David Harbour was as volatile as the one on screen. Some, if not most of the time, they would get angry at each other and would express their real feelings because they went through so many different emotions that the on-screen scenes were so raw and they owed it to their volatile relationship. Is the magic real? We get scared sometimes when watching Stranger Things because of the monsters and the dangers the kids face. Since they're kids, anything and everything is expected from them. They like playing around, breaking things when the play gets too much, and even get stuck on chairs. They always share practically everything they do on social media, and so some things which happen on the set get live streamed or posted on YouTube. Millie Bobby Brown revealed that on one occasion, there was something strange that happened that scared some of them, especially the kids. There was an incident at a roundtable interview with the press back in Tokyo when Noah Schnapp got stuck in a chair. Nobody expected something like that would happen, especially to the cast. Fortunately, he was rescued from the chair before it could finish him off. Glitter debacle. There were strict rules in the Stranger Things set, and as long as one was part of the team, they had to adhere to the set regulations. One rule that affected the cast the most was the strictness in maintaining the 80s look. One had to get rid of anything on their bodies that might not have been present during the 80s. Some actors even went as far as adding weight and changing their hairstyles for particular roles. The clothing was also of the 80s fashion. There was a time when Millie, who apparently has been the center of focus throughout this video, came on set with her body fully covered in glitter. Millie Bobby Brown, who has received a lot of praise from the Duffer Brothers, who said that at the age of 11, she was already an incredible actress with an instinct beyond what most kids her age are capable of, is still a little girl at the end of the day. On being asked where all the glitter had come from, Millie said that she did not know, and she stuck to her word. The shoot had to be delayed for more than 1 hour to give the makeup team time to remove all the glitter from the actor's body, which was not an easy task. Come on, Millie. We know that you know where all that glitter came from. The accent problem. There are a lot of things that get considered when it comes to an actor acting an American-based film. Not every actor in Stranger Things is an American, and so they not only have to take time to get their lines, but also practice the American accent. The accent isn't always easy as it sounds even with the help of a voice coach. This really affected one of the actors in this worldly popular television series. Charlie Heaton, the British actor who plays Jonathan Byers, had a tough time, not with a paragraph, but one word in particular. This was increasingly frustrating for him because it was an important word that he had to say throughout the series. The word that gave the British actor sleepless nights was Nancy. The producer, Sean Levy, speaking to Vulture, said that Charlie Heaton had to scream the name more than 50 times, so they would occasionally have to re-record Jonathan's dialogue to make his pronunciation of Nancy more American. Talk of attention to detail. It seems that things at Stranger Things set were not as easy as what we see in the series. It took a lot of time and effort to make sure everything is tight. This happens a lot to every other production, but we're really glad they did an awesome job in entertaining us. However, we hope that the experience shaped the kids, who are good actors, and made them grow artistically. Which crazy thing surprised you the most? Let us know in the comments section below. And don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell. Remember, we upload new videos every day. This has been Riveted.